France, Spain, Costa Rica, Egypt, Australia, these are some of the places where I've been able to live and work abroad as an English and dance teacher. In this video, I'll share a bit about my teach abroad journey and share some tips if you're thinking about teaching abroad. If you are ready to live a life of teaching, travel, and adventure, then just keep watching. If you're new to my channel, hi, I'm Jamie and I've been teaching abroad and online since 2010. In high school, my Spanish teacher would always share her crazy stories about traveling during the summer, so I always kind of knew that I wanted to both teach and travel. My first tip is that it's really important to define why you want to teach abroad. Teaching abroad isn't easy, but if you are clear on why you want to do it, that will make all the challenges that you need to overcome a lot easier. Maybe you want to travel more, learn a new language, live in a new place, or just experience a different culture. What's your motivation to teach abroad? Leave it in the comments down below. Because I knew I wanted to teach and travel, I studied Spanish and education at Lawrence University, and I became a certified US teacher. The first time I taught abroad was in Costa Rica, and I was still in university. I didn't have my degree, and I didn't have a TEFL certificate. I just wanted to see what teaching abroad was like, so I did that only for one summer. I taught both English and dance as a volunteer in Costa Rica, and I did get a grant from my university to help fund my volunteering abroad. If you want to learn what teaching abroad in Costa Rica is like and lots of tips and tricks, then check out this video next. My second tip is if you're not sure that you'll even like teaching abroad, then you can always try it as a volunteer first. There are programs where you can volunteer as an ESL teacher abroad for as few as 1 or 2 weeks, up to the whole summer like I did, and you can always check out grants and scholarships to help fund this experience. Before we get to the second place I taught abroad, I just want to let you know that I'm hosting a free 5-day challenge called the Teach Abroad Jobs Bootcamp. If you're new to teaching abroad, or maybe you just want to learn where to find teach abroad jobs, then this is perfect for you. I'll put all the details in the description down below. The second country I taught abroad in was Egypt. And although we normally think about teaching abroad as teaching English, you can actually teach other subjects or even activities abroad as well. I finished my student teaching and I got a Rotary Ambassadorial Scholarship to move to beautiful Alexandria, Egypt. I spent my time studying Arabic at the university and also teaching dance in a local dance studio. My third tip is if you are a dancer, musician, actor, or artist, sometimes there are special visas to help you work or even teach abroad. And depending on the country, it may also be possible to study and then teach part-time. If you have specific questions about teaching abroad or online, just fill out my survey linked below and I'll email you back with some helpful tips and tricks. After getting evacuated from Egypt because of the Egyptian Revolution, I finished up my scholarship in Spain and then spent the summer working at an English immersion summer camp in France called American Village. My fourth tip is that summer camps are a great way to teach English abroad in a more relaxed way. There are some summer camps that hire teachers to teach actual ESL lessons, but you might also just be working as a camp counselor but doing everything in English. So it could be regular camp activities like crafts, sports, and theater. If you want to learn about summer camps abroad, I will link a video up in the cards. For the next 5 years, I taught at Spanish schools during the year and then camps in France and Spain during the summer, during July and August. My first year in Spain, I completed a master's degree in bilingual and multicultural education through the University of Alcalá, and as part of this master's program, we were placed in local schools to work as language assistants part-time. I taught in a school in Madrid in primary for 26 hours per week through the UCETAM program. I stayed at the same school my second year in Spain. I taught there as a language assistant, and then I switched programs to the Auxiliares de Conversación program, and I worked in Madrid as well. If you're interested in learning about all the different ways to teach in Spain, then I recommend watching my Teach in Spain playlist. My last 2 years in Spain were a little bit different because I got a work visa to teach at an international school in Spain, and I taught preschool and first grade. My fifth tip is if you want to work at international schools abroad, you need an actual teaching certificate. A TEFL certificate is great if you want to teach ESL abroad, but international schools are going to require an actual teaching certificate. If you're only interested in teaching ESL, then watch this video before getting your TEFL certificate. After 5 wonderful years teaching in Europe, my partner and I decided to move to Australia to try something new. We both got work holiday visas and I began my job search at English language schools. In Australia, you need a TEFL certificate and a bachelor's degree in any subject to teach in English language schools, and despite having my US teaching license and my master's in education, they still required me to have a TEFL certificate. So I ended up doing my CELTA course in Brisbane. On a work holiday visa, you do have a limit of working up to 6 months per employer, so I taught at 2 different schools in Brisbane. Now, if you are eligible for a work holiday visa, this is one of the easiest ways to teach in Australia. I share all the requirements in this video. I was able to continue teaching in Australia because my partner actually got sponsored by his company, and because we're married, we got the same visa. So that is another one of my tips. If you have a spouse who has a job like maybe they're a doctor, a nurse, they work in IT, they're a dentist. A lot of times they can get a skilled visa to work abroad. And if you're married, then you can be added onto that visa. Make sure you talk to an immigration lawyer if you want to go this route. I taught in Brisbane up until 2020 when the borders closed and pretty much all of the English language schools had to either downsize or shut down. I switched to online teaching as an ESL freelance teacher and a dance teacher online on OutSchool and AllSchool. My final tip is if you prefer to teach online while traveling, then look into digital nomad visas. Each country has different requirements, but you typically need to have a freelance online teaching business already established in order to apply for these visas. If you want to learn how to teach online as a freelancer in a low-cost way, then I share my exact process in this video. I hope my Teach Abroad journey so far shows you that there are many different ways to teach abroad, and there are quite a few different visas you can get to go there. If you want to teach abroad, I recommend getting a bachelor's degree, a TEFL certificate, or teaching license, depending if you want to teach ESL or something different, and trying it out through a summer volunteering program before committing to a full year or 2 abroad. If you'd like to learn how to teach abroad in a step-by-step way with tons of support, then you can check out my online course, the TEFL Teacher Roadmap, which I open a few times a year. You can get all the details in the link down below. I hope this video inspires you to get out of your comfort zone, see the world, and teach in a few different places. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below. You can find me on Instagram at ESLTeacher365, where I share all sorts of tips and tricks for teaching abroad and online. And if you liked today's video, I invite you to subscribe and join the Teacher Traveler family. To find out more about Teach Abroad programs, you can watch this video next. Happy teaching!